Hey guys, good evening. This is this is kind of an impromptu live stream that I'm doing. But what I thought I was going to do, because I've been following a bit of the poker in the past couple of weeks. Some people might know I'm a bit of a poker enthusiast. I like to play a bit of poker here and there online. So what I was maybe going to do was going to do a watch along to the right now it's the PLO, the 100 grand buy-in PLO main event. 2.2 million for first place. It's now to the final table, the final 7 players. I was maybe going to test the waters with maybe doing like a reaction to this and sharing my screen. Let's see how I am. If I'm maybe just going to get the link out and get it sent to more people that are, the poker people. If they're going to join in, and maybe they'll watch along, but just see how it is. I've done one reaction video to a poker event before. It was a Triton event. They really do a top-notch job. I dare say they put on the best events. And yeah, but I was just to see how this would go on the channel. I'm just going to wait and see how we are with numbers, though. I'm just going to get that link sent out first. Some of the regulars might come and join. It's maybe a bit of a late one, but we'll see. I'm just getting that link sent out now. Just see if I can share my screen in a minute or two. So Sean Winter, I'm just going to share my screen in a minute and we'll get this up.
The most.
Right. So Espen's got the
chips.
one in hand.
Keeps Sean honest.
Nicely done from the Norwegian.
So it was a risky one. Winter could have had the 8 to queen straight.
And that's a showdown.
Jack high straight wins. No?
That's caught the attention of Winter and has captured
So
some
three
of
of
the
them were
stack.
well-known players. You've got Daniel DeVoris, you've got Alex Foxon, you've got Phil Ivey on the
Poor
final
way to
table.
start things off.
Three
For
players
Sean,
I'm
quite the
well,
opposite, of
familiar
course,
of. Maybe one or two
from
of these players
Mutable.
here are known as these big, online cash game grinders, but Ivy obviously the most well-known, the Tiger Woods of poker, some might say the GOAT. Good to see him back at it.
Second in chips is Espen.
Yeah, Paul Omaha is one of those games that can get a bit like addictive. You have that thing that I want to keep playing. It's really good game like that.
Average
It's
stack,
really fun.
which is currently 3.1 million.
Yeah, you just gotta muck it. Is it? It's enough in hand. Under the gun as well.
Not the greatest kings, but it is
true.
Suited.
One suited king. He's got one suited king. They're not both suited, but still, it's decent.
$350. Full pot. Ivy bins Jack.
So none of them are exactly super deep stacked at this stage, right? Espen, he's the chip leader.
DeVoris.
Never good in these situations when you've got
seems like a mandatory.
You got suited king
pop off of 20 big blinds or
gets
so.
raised here.
Not the best aces. He does have spades, but aces nevertheless in the big.
Yep.
Does announce pot. Note the spade coverage over Foxon.
A big part of Foxon's I mean, divorce is repopping range from the big one against +1 is aces.
Yep. Not lost on Alex.
What's he gonna do? Just muck it?
Single suited. Doesn't feel too great.
Yeah, I've been in these situations before. Not good. Tough to fold.
$1.1 in total.
Good fold in the end.
To
Yeah.
Rich.
Disciplined
That
fold.
seems right.
Good decision, as we could see.
Maybe if you put in some later positions, we'll see a collision. The divorce is just not messing around there. Especially
Yeah, I had
from the
one
big
bad
blind.
beat
He's
with
got a
that.
lot of
When
incentive to just take the cheaper
the opponent I
price
played
with
limp,
speculative
I
hands from
raised.
the big blind.
Then he re-raised. I just called. And then when flush drawed the flop, it got all in. But then he had, he had the ace of clubs, I had the king of clubs. It just happens, Got the wheel.
Rundown.
Looks good, that hand, when you see it. Looks pretty damn good.
Single suit.
Start
to the call.
Yeah. Ivy's, he's just going to call it.
Ivy, double-suited queens, pot announced.
Never entirely the best,
hand goes
even with double-suited queens.
Way up when you're double-suited. Really helps, especially in post-flop situations. Loxon did limp. Looking to limp call, I would imagine. Quite the dog against this hand specifically.
Ivy, one of the big
doesn't know it, of course, and as you mentioned,
Series
the
events
limp
he
wasn't
won,
with the intention of
putting
stepping
on the
away
map
in the
back in
event
the day
that
was
someone
a
potted
pot
behind
limit
him.
tournament, I believe,
Would
right?
have to been the kings when he potted and got repotted. However, king, 3 deuce,
And card studs in our game,
a couple
Ivy's.
of spades.
That's one of his,
Not a spade in hand for Fox.
I know that's his main game.
Either.
That's over, like no longer
We'll check
holding.
it
But
over to Ivy.
he just crushed every
Looking
game
up
pretty
at
much.
that
Didn't he,
over
Ivy?
card.
Yeah,
Crushed live, crushed online.
Board for both, but Ivy is a pre-flop raiser, hoping to just take it down with this $250,000 bet, and he will.
Yeah,
nice result.
He hated to fold that, but yeah, it's gotta be done.
Ivy's moving up the chip counts.
The Tiger Woods.
It's a funny time. Ivy's on the table. Numbers just go up. And the minute that he busts, numbers go down. That is the star power.
Don't worry. Even if Ivy busts,
poker,
guys, I'll still watch this. I'm still doing this watch.
A couple of decades now. Still out here playing the game, holding his own against the greats. And over, the latter part of his career, there definitely were whispers, maybe even louder voices that were questioning his aptitude, questioning whether or not the game had passed him by.
Just like Tiger, he made a comeback, right?
With the old school greats. And, his presence here at Triton has been a fruitful one. This is not a slouch. This is a 5-time title winner.
Yeah, no, Ivy is still one of the best in the game. And the other legend is Patrick Antonius, who shipped that invitational.
Yeah, both
so
Ivy and Antonius, they do
these two
all right.
Come
they
to
get
Triton.
a fair amount of cashes in these Triton events.
They won't miss it. We talk about all these young guns coming in who are so they are. But there's a little bit of that life sense which Ivy and Antonius can really take advantage.
Well, Morris
same hand that Fox
taking
had,
advantage
right?
button and double suited King Queen 10-6 to make it harder to go. Parson in single suited 4-card rundown. If you wonder what the players are looking at just off to the side of the feature in either direction, there are tournament clocks, plenty of information that they may seek to use in order to navigate and inform decisions. He does make the call, and that is a very ragged looking board. that shouldn't be interacting with
They both aren't going to
either
like
of
this
these
flop.
holdings.
Yeah, it's bad for both players, but Divorce is the pre-flop raiser. You can just
Take
announce
advantage of
himself with a
position.
bet.
Absolutely.
Just take this away. Very weak hand.
I'd say a third pot bet. We'd get rid of him. $250. So that's just a little less than third pot. So close to what I was saying. Yep. Did the job.
250. Follow through and take it. Always a relief because you know there are some paired hands.
Divorce is he's a
that
big
might have
tournament
flatted
crusher. This
there
dude, yeah, he's a
from the
winner in
small.
poker. That's for sure.
Yeah, but if it's a pocket pair, it needs to be decently sized. Otherwise, there's not much prospects in this game with weak holdings without backdoor draws.
Oh, yeah. You're rich.
51.25, 125 now. Now, 3 dimes in orbit. Shaved right off your stack.
Blinds are up.
Creating some urgency in particular for Foxen, who sits 11 bigs. Less than that now. 9 bigs, forgive me.
It's only 11 bigs, but you know, this game, a couple of flips, though, can get you right back in it.
400.
Hmm? Double suited kit here for Winter.
It's a bit disconnected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just
Jack,
so
Jack, 10, 5,
animated,
yeah.
man.
He just gives
Mucked
the
it.
laser eyes.
There's nobody like him in the field.
Somewhat surprised he
You know?
mucked it, but
Renlin's kind of version of the same level of animation, but nobody does it like Sean. Divorce says pot with ace 9, 8, 7. Just the middle-sized spades here.
Yeah,
that was
3 card
suited
rundown.
ace in position.
When Vinny Vidi was in the booth earlier, he touched on just how important having an ace in your hand is in terms of the blocker effects of somebody waking up with aces, let alone
Considering Divorce's
enough
hand,
hand
ace 9, 8, 7, you
one
got that
that
9, 8,
contains an
7
ace
that
to
can make
call
us.
you.
You got the 6 to 10 straight. You got the
Kings.
7 to
So
jack
Mods
straight.
folded around to his big.
Not that he could read Divorce's hand,
Mods
but
are
at the
up,
end of the day,
so
the fold he made was good.
Mons is starting
the
to
one
stand with 20
suited
big
ace.
blinds.
No, by the way, the Parsonen did fold that ace 10, 9 deuce with hearts.
Doing a free
To
bet.
the
No,
open. Mods
there aren't
will
suited kings, though.
pronounce pot.
I don't know if that's something I would do, but
2.5.
yeah, they get the hoodie up. They don't want to see that neck. But you know,
This is getting dicey.
Vogelsang's big with that, right? He's always got the hood up, isn't he?
More than half of Mod's stack is in there as a 3-bet.
Divorce.
Look at that.
325, right?
Finds himself playing for more than I think he intended to. 1.3.
This could change things right here.
8 in the middle. Massive commitment already made, as you pointed out, Randy, by Mods, and that is the card he didn't want to see find this flop.
Daniel,
The ace of spades.
Daniel's got to feel
And
pretty
even
comfortable
more than
with
that
seeing this
for
flop.
Divorce. He's got the spades to boot.
There's just so much in the middle. There's only 1.1 million back, and Mods even has a wheel draw.
As soon as he sees that ace, he must know,
Six
isn't he?
size
He's
straight,
not
whatever.
good.
Same.
Yeah.
Better hurry up.
He's going to keep a little bit back, but most of it's going to get in there. I would imagine Divorce is going to ask for the rest.
I don't know
quite
about that,
quickly
man.
here. Just going to take a peek back down to verify.
Is that
Yeah,
attachment
once
you
you
have
got
even with a hand like
That
Pocket
flush draw
Kings,
with
but
top pair.
they're not suit kings. As soon as you see
Seems
an ace
like
in the
you
flop,
can't
it's
go
like,
anywhere.
nah.
Last 50 is frustratingly
So what?
flicked in there by Mods. He knows he's in bad shape and
He
he's
gets
on
a
his
5,
back now.
but not obviously not a spade. But nah, chances are slim though with this guy, Mads.
A lonely king. And one of 3 5s. The only things that stand between Mods Amot and elimination. 5 million chip pot.
queen.
Turn.
Just the king.
Doesn't change
5.
matters.
There'd be something if he stays in it. Bet though.
And the
Not
river
today.
doesn't either. A swift
Eliminating
and
some
robust
twice.
wrap of the felt there from the Norwegian,
Not familiar with this guy,
who
Mads.
can't even make it one orbit, unfortunately.
But hey, wins 409 grand for his troubles, you know.
Yeah,
100
he's
grand
going to be
buy.
our
So he's up.
first
He's made a
finisher
profit.
at this final table, winning $409,000 for 7th
Not too
place.
shabby, huh?
First showed up in Monte Carlo
400 grand,
last year.
2.2 million. That is a
Played
big
two
difference,
events.
though.
Got a
Yeah,
6th
2.2
place for
million is like- It would be
$216,000.
literally life-shaded money.
Then
But
played Montenegro 2024, only PLO, didn't cash
nah,
there.
gotta love PLO.
Now
though.
here in Monte Carlo, this is his second cash.
2 for 2. Not a bad resume. Trip worthwhile. As you see Jonas there, giving him a fist bump, a shake of the head, as he is the first eliminee, now assuring the remainder of the field an over $500,000 payday. And I would imagine we're going to take a quick peek at these chip counts because they have shaken up in a familiar sight for most of the day, despite the fact that we're not going to show it to you visually, is the restoration of Daniel Dvoris up at the top, Randy.
Any comments,
Yeah,
guys?
he's
I haven't
sitting on
really been following, but if you happen to jump
5.825
in,
million in chips,
feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what your
Elis
thoughts are on this
Parson, who has
main event
5.3
final
million.
table.
Perhaps Elis will have to be a little bit careful. Although he does have position on Dvoris.
Foxen still with the crosshairs on him.
Yeah, only 9 big blinds for Foxen. Big separation between him and Winter and Ivy. Difference of about.
Parson
Oh my god, a big one?
showing some of the luxuries
Oh,
of
small one.
a Dvoris-free environment. Manual folding, 10-9-7-6. Chosen as a pot open.
Thank you. Is there a lemon in there?
What's your guys' thoughts on any non-poker players in the house?
Are you coming with lemon?
What do you think of this?
Okay. Thank you.
Are we asking for lemons? Are we doing that lemon rind thing again?
Randy, are you asking
I'm
to
not.
do the Kulev Lemon Challenge?
The Kulev lemon challenge.
I won't give you ones with seeds.
No, I think I'm good actually.
But
Alright,
now,
I've already checked that one off my bucket list.
maybe there's something else on the table over here I can make you eat.
What am I, baby?
6 players left.
It's like Fear Factor.
Hijack.
Oh, I don't know if you saw that show
3
in
diamonds.
Australia.
I know what Fear
Yes.
Factor is.
Back before Joe Rogan was rich.
You know how they got the crazy food challenges?
You mean like mukbang?
325.
No, in Fear Factor they make them eat weird
Oh, okay.
foods.
Yeah, yeah,
They make them eat durian as one of them. And in this, I remember watching an episode, and this Asian person goes on, they're like, "Wow, this is good. Give me more."
Yeah, that was a misread by the producers there. Dvoris reads Ace Jack 10 Deuce with 3 diamonds is worthy of an open to 3 1/4. Ivy defends his big. King Queen 9 6 with clubs, 8 1/4 in the middle. There are clubs on this board, 2 of them to be precise. Gut shot straight draw as well for Ivy.
Ivy's
He
hands
checks
looking
to what
pretty
is
good, damn good.
Now
But
top pair. Top kicker.
Yeah,
get
but it
10,
doesn't
get
have
club,
that
he'll be good.
much
60% dog.
specs. No backdoor spades. No flush draw. It's a bit dicey.
Oh, he does announce pot though.
Oh, he's looking to commit.
Not himself, but rather Ivy.
Gets Ivy's hand down. That's great.
You know, Ivy sat 4th out of 6 runners right now with 21 bigs. Sean Winter keeping him company with 19 bigs, but the presence of Foxen, perhaps that which Dvoris was able to leverage, a king high flush draw and a gut shot. to bin it.
Yeah, and the thing is, that's what's nice about a pot-sized bet is you're telling your opponent, are you willing to risk it all now when Foxen's so short? And Ivy's draws weren't very nutted. You know, you kind of want to draw to the nut draw. Instead of king eye flush draw, ideally he would want the ace eye flush draw.
Straight draw, I think, was to the nuts, but points remain for sure, and $150,000 in pay ladder lurks.
Divorce, that's a pretty good hand.
Ace, queen, jack, 8 now. Back to work goes Divorce. 350.
And Divorce picks
This
it
is
up.
where Divorce does his best work. Chip lead.
Wait a minute. Getting into it so far, I must say, from what I've seen, probably Divorce looks like he could be the one that could go on to win the whole thing. A lot of the time in these tournaments, I find that people they have the momentum going, end up usually being the ones that are ahead, even with 6 players to go. They usually end up winning. They don't usually drop it. So he's looking pretty good. But you never know. Some people could be down low in chips and still pick it, go back up and pick it. They could have 1 blind, 2 blind, and they still 1 blind left, 2 blinds. They still find a way to survive. You just never know. But yeah, I'm just going to get back into that shortly. Just a minute. I wasn't quite sure this was going to be a poker one. See if I can get just a moment. Just getting this back up and running now, so it's live. Just share my screen.
Sub half pot.
And Parsonen was the raiser seeking clearance
From
on
under
the
the
flop.
gun, no less.
Yeah. Still, though, he is one of the bigger stacks, so can have some loose openings. Check call from top pair, top kicker. There's the jack for Parsonen.
Got trips there.
Trips, no waiting. This is where it gets uncomfortable. A lot of draws. They could find excuses to barrel again as we see Divorce checking. Divorce blocks the nut spade draw, blocks the king high heart draw. These are inconveniences in terms of finding excuses to proceed, which in that sense are actually serving Divorce well, given that he is behind now.
Yeah, and Parsonen's going to go for more value. 625,000 is a smallish bet. Puts Divorce in a tough spot because he's getting laid a better price. Try to keep his opponent honest. Nice sizing from Parsonen to get this 10% to hang around.
6 1/4. Divorce can't step away. The 7 now pairs as well. But none of the draws got there. And these are facts not lost on Parsonen, both in terms of the comfort of barrel, but also in terms of allowing
a small
himself to make
bet.
this hand look like a busted draw, potentially. Unclear how he deems that effort best achieved, whether it's something small or something big or not at all.
Checks
back, yeah.
Wasn't sure, right?
Didn't think he could get called by worse once more.
Yeah. And, you know, if you get cheeky with a small sizing and all of a sudden Divorce rises up behind you, it's just devastating.
Yeah, I think maybe if he had King Jack, he would consider it. Queen Jack didn't think Ace King was going to call once more. Back to chip lead for Parsonen.
I think it was one of those things you solely focus as a poker player on playing like one game. So it's like PLO is your specialty. Maybe you focus that.
6 players remaining.
And maybe you did that. That would be the kind of thing where you could get on a run. But there's, you know, but the thing is, you get the different variations now. You know, there's 5-card Omaha, there's 6-card Omaha, then you get 4-card Omaha with high low, and you know, Poker Stars started doing no limit Omaha.
Yeah, you probably would have been all in by the river.
I think you need that pot limit, though. You need that bit of control there with 4-card. I'm just stopping shitting for now. Yeah, just been checking to see how it's been going, but it's with poker. It's one of those things that I'm not known as like a poker guy with my subscribers, so there's not been a huge big audience tonight. But that was just maybe a taster of things, you know, that I could do. I get a lot of views on my shorts videos with poker, but never been big on the on just the video in general. So it's maybe just one of those things. Might have to leave in the back burner. But hey, if there's an interest there with poker, with the final table going on right now, if you want me to comment on it or any questions for me or anything poker related, please feel see Ivy. I suppose Ivy would be the popular guy to win it, right? He'd be the people most people would want to win this tournament. But you know, Foxen's been up there with tournaments as of late. He's been doing pretty well live. And who else is it now? Devoris. Well, Devoris is a crusher live. I don't know how much of an online crusher he is, but he's more of a playing. But yeah, but definitely I probably will check it out later. But it was just to do a little wee watch along to see how things were. But I don't have necessarily the biggest poker audience with doing this doing my channel. But maybe for another time though, we'll see how things go in other videos that I'll do that I'll have on poker. And then people want to, if there's an interest for it there, you know, maybe I'll do a little more. But I mean, maybe just stick to doing some shorts videos, short, nice clips of famous hands and stuff like that, old hands, popular players. They can get big views. Maybe not necessarily so much just doing videos in general, reaction or a watch along. But hey ho, there's always something different, and I've always got different things to do. Some videos I can do thousands of views on, others can't get a thing. But it is what it is. But I think I'm going to leave it and just maybe check in with the poker later. But hey, if you happen to catch this live stream later, feel free if you want, leave a comment, let me know. if you like poker, just let me know again. If it was something you'd like me to see me do, leave a comment. Maybe not my main followers, it's their thing, but I like it, and I didn't mind checking it out and doing someone on here on my channel for it. But if there's anything else, always just leave a comment. It would be good to hear your honest feedback. But I'm just going to leave this live stream for now, though. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for everybody who caught this, jumped on. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Bye.